30 years ago, the international community came together to debate the challenges affecting our world. Until then, development had been equated with economic growth only. In 1986, the UN General Assembly adopted the Declaration on the Right to Development. This declaration defines development as an economic, social, cultural, and political process aimed at the constant improvement and well-being of the entire population. It made development the right of all individuals and peoples, called for active, free, and meaningful participation in development and fair distribution of its benefits. It rejected foreign domination, racism, discrimination, and all violations of human rights. It entrusted states with the duty to direct development for the well-being of all people and called on them to work together. The declaration supported peace and disarmament, people's right to self-determination, and sovereignty over their natural wealth and resources. States have not always respected human rights in their development decisions. This has impaired development and contributed to growing inequalities. It has led to decisions that have denied basic rights such as food, water and sanitation, adequate housing, education, and health. People have been evicted and forcibly resettled from their lands in the name of development. The most vulnerable and marginalized populations bear the brunt of development policies gone wrong. Today, the richest 62 individuals in the world possess the same wealth as 3.6 billion others, the poorer half of humanity. While some have plenty, millions of men, women, and children are deprived of their rights and forced to risk their lives in search of hope and dignity in distant places. Climate change directly impacts human lives and well-being, denying people the right to access resources. Extreme weather patterns threaten many communities and for many small island developing states, even their very existence. Today, 700 million people are living in extreme poverty with less than $1.90 a day to cover all their needs. Corruption bites into development gains, and developing countries lose at least $170 billion in tax revenues each year because rich individuals and multinational companies hide money using tax havens. Unfair trade barriers generate and sharpen inequality. Poor countries deprived of funds cannot provide health care, good education, and basic needs to all their people. 11 children under the age of 5 die every minute, and 33 mothers die in childbirth every hour. This is about power and money. Almost all infant and maternal mortality is preventable. There is certainly a need for change. The 2030 Agenda and the Paris Agreement recognize that the next generation's future can be safeguarded through our actions today, and they recognize the right to development as a guiding force for these actions. The Declaration is a roadmap for transformative change and a framework of rights and duties to make it work. It calls for accountability at all levels, full and free participation by all women and men, and equality of opportunity for both nations and individuals. The Declaration requires states to ensure that they are responsible for their actions and their impact at home and abroad. Businesses, development banks, and actors financing development must also take such responsibility. Achieving the right to development improves and saves lives. When women have equal access to education and opportunities, the positive impact on families and societies is well known. The right to development insists that all individuals have a right to reach their full potential. Simply put, the right to development is development done right.